Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you are doing well and having a great day. First off, just a little quick article. I think it's sometimes important to put things like this into perspective. For those who have been in cryptocurrencies for even about a year, you'll see why a year is very significant in a couple of seconds. I think we have ourselves gotten we're spoiled when it comes to cryptocurrency prices, especially when it comes to the price of Bitcoin. Because in our market, I think we've gotten used to things moving so quick that we kind of forget to look back where we were even just about 365 days ago, give or take. So the CEO of Binance actually tweeted a bit earlier, and he had not even this to say. This is exactly what it was. It's pretty much about Bitcoin's price history from 7.5 years ago to where we are. This was actually yesterday. You kind of forget that a year ago, we were literally at $1,000 per Bitcoin. And when this happened, everyone was very excited because it was first time in a long time that Bitcoin had actually passed 1,000 again, since it had fallen from 1,200 a long time ago. So the fact that we got back here and then today we're sitting around here, this is actually incredible. Even a 7 times increase, even if the price is going up or down, depending on wherever we might be at the moment. I think it's a good idea, especially for a lot of people who are feeling very anxious, to kind of step back and look at exactly where we are and where we have come from. I wish I had gotten into Bitcoin at this time when it was 6 cents, which is almost unfathomable at this point. I don't think if anyone out there got in at anything below $5 or $100, very big high five to you, because that is absolutely insane to even think that Bitcoin had a price like this at any point. But yeah, there are a lot of other people who are talking about this online, a lot of other industry leaders in crypto. They're talking about exactly where we came from and where we are now. We have to remember sometimes that even in traditional markets, you are lucky if you get like a 15% return in 1 year. You can brag to all your friends. So to see it go from 1,000 to 7,000 over the course of 1 year is still something very major. There are a lot of other things that I was going to put in this video about, like prices and stuff like that. There are a lot of other people who have been going through the prices and where they think that we will be sometime next year. But it's not super important to talk about people talking about Bitcoin going to 100,000, et cetera, et cetera. So first up today, it appears that IBM may be moving forward to make their own cryptocurrency. The news finally breaks the bubble about the inhibitions of large corporations on public use of cryptocurrencies in early stage platforms and live applications. IBM's new head of blockchain development, Jesse Lund, who jumped from Wells Fargo earlier this year to help develop the cryptocurrency strategy, and IBM said that what's happening is there's this emergence of a new segment that could actually be one of the biggest segments, that is a permissioned but public blockchain network topology. IBM has apparently been in contact with 20 central banks exploring potential benefits of issuing their own cryptocurrency on a blockchain, although they have declined to name the banks. Obviously, they have met with. It has described banks that are largely comprised of G20 international forums with members including China, Russia, EU, and the US. The entire big players of exactly what's been going on with cryptocurrencies over the last 3 months. The most interesting part for me about this, IBM is exploring further on the Stellar network, which we had news about a couple weeks ago, by looking into tokens divided into 3 kinds. I don't know if this means they're going to have 3 different types of tokens or whatever it means. Securities tokens that give owners a stake in the issuing company, which is kind of cool. Utility tokens that give users access to a service such as phone minutes. And commodities tokens that represent precious metals and other physical assets. I want to say I didn't see this coming, but I kind of did. But it's still kind of cool that it's actually happening. Between IBM and Telegram and all these other major companies, I wonder who's going to get at it first, who's going to release their cryptocurrency first, because I have a feeling whichever major company, like if Amazon or Apple released their own cryptocurrency, that would be it would be absolutely massive for what it's worth. But yeah, to have news that they've been in contact with 20 central banks is kind of things like this give me hope in the cryptocurrency market, because you know that all these big players are definitely trying to also still make money as well. Next up, Ripple has been cited by the Central Bank of the Netherlands to be one of the tangible solutions in blockchain innovations that can raise the efficiency of payment systems. The infrastructure that would be laid out for the utilization of Ripple. The central bank has compared it to being excellent for real-time payments, which would bring more speed, convenience, and low cost. Dutch multinational bank Rabobank Group has confirmed tests today with Ripple's interledger solution, most likely Xcurrent. We are looking for a treasure with Chris Hulls, Rabobank blockchain specialist. This is I like it. I like where this is going. I like that Ripple is constantly in the news. Even I think we had about 4 days where they weren't, but I think they are determined to make sure that they are constantly in the news no matter what. This is very good news for the Ripple team, and I hope to have more news like this coming up. Last up for this news for today. This is still unconfirmed, but the way that the article reads, it seems like it might be already confirmed. After the launch of the Venezuela's own state-backed e-currency, Sweden has come up with its decision to launch its own cryptocurrency, the e-krona, to compete with private cryptocurrencies in the global market. Since many countries are exploring the potential for state-backed cryptocurrencies, and Sweden is undoubtedly on that front. There's a huge thing going on between Sweden and India, and I can't remember the last country where their citizens pretty much don't even use cash anymore. Everything is either by card, and everything is pretty much digital. So this seems to be the next step, and I assume within the next 20 years, possibly 20 years, a lot of other countries will also be in the same exact boat where they are in a cashless society. As Sweden turns into a cashless society, the Swedish central bank Riksbank believes that there should be an alternative for people who wish to access cash for any of their requirements. This bank has planned the e-krona as a digital currency equivalent to the country's regular currency to bring in use for small transactions between consumers, companies, and the authorities. So it appears they spelled IOTA wrong. It appears that they are going to be using IOTA for this, as this is what they have chosen. It says that they have gone through 19 different companies, and the bank finalized IOTA for the projects after negotiations. Once again, this is still unconfirmed, but like I said, the way that this reads, it seems like this is all kind of there. I think there's a quote from even one of the, so the project leader of the e-krona, Eva Julin, said that the central bank finalized IOTA for the project after negotiations with 19 companies. And IOTA also apparently sent out a Twitter about it as well. There have been a lot of issues with the IOTA project in the past. A lot of people have come forward talking about the project and how they said that it did not work. I am not a coder or developer, so I do not know myself. I just tell you guys what's going on in the world of cryptocurrencies. I hope that this actually does work out for Sweden and for IOTA. That would be a big boost for the coin. And let's see exactly if this is even true. If it is true, that would be absolutely incredible. But let's see exactly where this takes us. I assume we'll get more news on this as the time goes forward, probably within the next year or so. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this video. I know it's difficult, but try and keep this in mind. No matter what death cross we may have passed with the lines going through a chart, we still are. If you've been in cryptocurrencies for over a year, you have definitely still made profits. I know it's not as high as a lot of people would like to see, but I do have a bit of faith that the market will at some point this year, possibly after all the regulation stuff has been pushed through, that we will see price increases once again. All right, everyone. Thank you once again for watching the video. Thank you. Hope you have a great day wherever you are, wherever you might be, whatever you might be doing. And I will talk to you all soon. See you.